Alright, welcome back to Trails of Cold Steel. So let's head on over to the guardhouse to find out more about this vandalism and thievery. Aren't you those soldiers from that military academy, was it? What are you doing here? We're terribly sorry to trouble you, but we were hoping you might be able to help us with something. Could we ask you a few questions about the incident that occurred at the Grand Market this morning? What? What does that have to do with you? We're visiting this town on a field study as students of Thor's military academy, and we would very much appreciate the chance to see how experienced soldiers such as yourselves handle difficult everyday situations. This seems a perfect opportunity for an anecdotal case study and could prove most invaluable to our education if you'd permit it. Alright, stay here, I'll see what I can do. That was smart of her. Clever Laura. I'm liking her more and more every day. It looks like we might be able to hear what they have to say for themselves after all. Nicely done, Laura. In times like these, we need to make good use of our positions. No one can fault a student for wanting to learn after all. But now comes the hard part. This makes me nervous. Well, let's just wait and see what we can get out of them. Remember, it's not always what they say that matters, but how they say it. And even more importantly, what they don't say. Right. I hope you appreciate us taking time out of our busy schedules for this. So what do you want? And make it quick. I'm a busy man, you know. He's not even trying to keep up appearances. Unbelievable. I'll be brief then. We came to discuss the incident at the market this morning. Would we be correct in assuming that the Provincial Army will be conducting no further investigation? Is that all you came here to ask? Is that all? Should the armed forces charged with maintaining peace in this region not be taking this matter more seriously? Laura, I'm not sure... You've got a big mouth for someone your age. And it seems you have a lot to learn about how military units actually work. What do you mean? Let me ask you this. What should the number one priority of the Provincial Army be in order to maintain the status quo? I'll tell you, their number one priority should be to enforce the will of their region's ruling lord, Duke Alberea. As members of the Provincial Army, the will of the nobility is absolute. We're just following our orders, protecting what we have a duty to protect. I assume you're referring to the local petition against the sales tax increase? So you're saying as long as the petition isn't withdrawn, the Grand Market isn't something you have a duty to protect? Interpret my words how you want. We're soldiers, we follow our orders, that's how the military works. And we don't need some fresh military academy inductees telling us how to do our jobs. This is nuts. Does he even have a tiny shred of shame? I was hoping we'd be able to get something out of him, but it sure doesn't seem too likely anymore. So, is that it then? I hope this has been enlightening. Now, if you'll excuse me, I have a job to do. Wait, would you mind answering just one more question? Elliot? Fine, ask it. Well, do you have any idea what might have happened to the goods Marco was handling? You know, the accessory merchant, all he had left was that one sample. What are you talking about? The merchant from the capital, Hines, was the one who was planning on selling accessories? What? What did you just say? What are you all looking at me like that for? How do you know that? I was under the impression you hadn't investigated the matter at all. How peculiar. We only discovered what each of the merchants was intending to sell a short while ago ourselves. Sir. We have our own ways of finding these things out. You do well not to underestimate us. Now, we wasted enough time answering your questions. We're leaving. Do you think... The fact that they know what each of the merchants was selling means they did investigate the matter after all. But the burglary happened last night, and it was only first discovered this morning. Realistically, I don't think there was any opportunity during that time for them to do any digging, not without running into us. Agreed. I suspect they knew what each merchant was planning to sell well in advance of yesterday's incident. Though that would be easy information for them to learn since Duke Alberea must have issued permits for both stalls. That's true, and the army would have no trouble gaining access to transaction records or something like that. But why would they bother? Maybe they need to know so they could prepare? Prepare for what? I get the impression that the incident at the market has been carefully planned out for a while now. I don't think those two merchants being given permits for the same spot was a coincidence either. It was probably done to get them to start fighting so they could get robbed while there was tension between them. Basically to create a situation that couldn't be brought under control without the army's help. So the two merchants were being used all along? That seems to fit perfectly with what happened this morning. Meanwhile, the provincial army has shown no interest in actively working towards a solution, unless the market manager chooses to withdraw his petition. So they waited for things to get out of hand, then showed up to force both parties into an uncomfortable truce. Eventually, the merchants would get worn down enough that they'd feel like they have no choice but to withdraw the petition. This is turning out to be an even shadier situation than I thought. Yeah, but thanks to Elliot, I do believe we're finally uncovering the truth of the matter. That was indeed some quick thinking you displayed, Elliot. You'd make a fine military strategist. I just got lucky, that's all. So what we know is the provincial army is somehow involved with the actual perpetrators of this crime. The only way to solve it once and for all, though, seems to be, well, to find them and catch them. But if this was carried out by the members of the provincial army, that's not going to be an easy task. No, I don't think anyone from the army was directly involved. The soldiers here are far too proud to dirty their hands with such escapades. I tend to agree, really. Whoever the culprits are, I doubt they're still here in Keldic. There just aren't many viable places to hide such a huge volume of goods without them being found. Yeah, that's a good point. Maybe they escaped by train? No, that can't be. Boarding a train with that much merchandise would raise suspicion for sure. It's been less than a day since the burglary happened, so they can't have gotten far. Maybe we should ask around on the main roads, see if anyone saw anything out of the ordinary. Someone suspicious may have been spotted leaving or even entering the town. That sounds like a wise course of action. Come, let's resume our search. We mustn't let this cowardly thief run away. I wouldn't dream of it. I wonder if it's at that park that we saw on the west end. We need to go to the west end anyway to fight a monster, so... I just wanted to double check here. Alright, let's just go to the main marker here over here. And see... Where is this anyway? Just next to the... in front of the church, or the chapel. Hello, little girl with the cat. Oh, I remember. I talked to the cat. Lulu, are you okay? Look what the nasty man did to her. Is something the matter? I was just chasing after Lulu near the west exit of town, and there was this weird man asleep along the side of the street. A weird man? To sleep in the midst of a bustling town like this, oblivious to its dangers, suggests he must possess formidable skill. Or he was just really drunk. A nasty smell coming off him nearly made little Lulu faint. That's terrible. He really was. I don't know who he is, but I'll have to keep an eye on Lulu to make sure she keeps her distance from him. So he's not from this town then? I'm not sure. I only started seeing him around a few days ago. I'd never seen him before that. Really now, that sounds like a lead if I've ever heard one. If he's drinking in the middle of the day and it isn't Instructor Sarah, then we know he's not a merchant at the very least. Yeah, I think we should go talk to him. Let's have a look near the west exit and see if we can track him down. So we're starting to get a little bit of a sense of what's going on here. And it's shady, shady, shady all around. Hello, Mr. Maybe he's got a tie. A nice little vest, sweater thing. Alright, buddy. Drink. Bring me another drink. Hey, you. This guy reeks. How much has he put down? It's only midday and he's already completely blitzed. I don't think this is the man we're looking for. I think he'd have trouble pulling off a robbery. Sir, are you alright? We can help you back home if you'd like. Leave me alone. I'm just a good-for-nothing who just lost his job. Looking after that nature park. Wish my whole life. Nature park? I wonder if he's talking about the Lunaria Nature Park we saw yesterday. Oh, you kids know it. You see, I used to be the park ranger for that old place. And then you lost your job? Yep, out of nowhere too. I gave my life to that job, and he did, and he just came and took it all from me. That damned official just showed out of nowhere, and I was sacked. You can't take the man's livelihood off. I'm like, that's not fair. That job was my life. My life. Yes, we can see that. Something about this doesn't sound right. I agree. It hardly seems fair to take a man's job away from him without good reason. Right, now I'm so glad somebody understands how I feel. There's no way a bunch of kids like that are gonna do a better job than me. Kids? I was drinking here last night too, see? And a bunch of kids in ranger uniform went walking out of town to the west exit. Weird thing was, they're carrying a bunch of wooden boxes in the middle of the night. The kids these days, I tell ya. You don't think they could have been a nature park? I wouldn't even have considered it. But given its size, it would no doubt be a perfect hiding spot. Yeah, they'd have no trouble stashing the merchandise there undetected. The men standing at the entrance yesterday were probably there as lookouts. And if a provincial official was the one to tell them he was fired, that's practically a smoking gun. I say something useful or something? I don't know what I said, but if I help you out, why not buy me a drink? I would suggest you start trying to sober yourself up instead. There's a good chance we may be able to recover both your park and your job. What? We know our next stop. As soon as we're fully prepared, let's head out to the Lunaria Nature Park. Right. Okay, so I kind of suspected that place would have been important because they gave us a scene for it. Alright, let's head on out. We are ready. Let's use our girl here.
We should take a right here to reach the nature park.
Right, let's go.
I forgot when active voice is on, you can't pick up items. Space Sepet.
Fire! 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 Fire!
No, it's gonna hit me. No, I knew it.
I welcome all challengers.
Oh, well. I tried really hard to not get hit, but didn't matter. I really don't like. I don't like Elisa's abilities.
Burn now!
An opening.
Ow.
Oh please!
At least she countered. Ow.
Here we go. Go.
I'll pick you up. Right. Give it up, everyone. My turn.
So she got a new. Well, no, she's always had these both abilities. Why is it like a class A plus and B? Is that like based off of damage? I don't know.
Shatter.
Oh, we were supposed to be saving CP
Evil
for
will
her.
fall before my
well.
blade.
Because we do have a monster we need to face too. Let's see if we can find it on the map here. Okay, yeah, so it's over this way, so we have to make a little bit of a detour. But I do want to build up some CP for Laura so that she has her
Now's our
S skill up.
chance.
Go!
Oh, I can get all 4, I think. I had them all selected at one point. There we go.
There!
What? Counter?
It's
Not
my turn.
cool. Not cool. Let's try her healing ability. Blessed Arrow.
Hang in there.
You have my thing. Thanks.
Actually, that heals a lot and it restores
turn.
CP. I didn't realize that. Okay.
Good night.
Alright, a bunch are
course.
dead. Alright, so we have the CP we need, so we're good. Alright.
You still have a lot of training to do.
So let's head on over to that monster.
My turn,
Maybe
of
use
course.
Laura. Oh, there it is. Let's kill this thing maybe first, and then we'll go and face that monster.
Now's our chance. Let's get him!
Right. Yeah. Let's go.
Got him!
Nice. Ooh.
Here we go!
But I wanted some CP for Laura, so
can do
we'll
this.
use her Blessed Arrow again. Oh, CP plus 40, yeah. Okay.
Hang in there.
You have my thing. Thanks. Right. Ta!
Alright.
You still have a lot of training to do.
That's that. Time to face that monster. I wonder if I have to report it. I don't think we do. It's looking at me. What is this thing? It's like a bird butterfly hybrid. Alright.
This looks tough. Careful.
Here we go!
Alright, we're gonna motivate.
Alright, let's do this!
Yeah, okay. Right.
And then you are going to... No. That.
Turn to flames. Burn. Go.
An opening. My turn.
You are going to... Resounding beat us all.
Give it up, everyone.
Good. So everybody's defense is up. Zero arts is not cool, but
course.
it didn't attack anyway, so it's fine.
Ta! Behold, my most powerful strike.
Then we use our S ability. S break.
Radiant Blade Dance.
I was hoping for more damage than that. Owie.
My turn! There!
Right. Turn to flames. Burn. Go.
An opening.
Alright, it's almost dead. Can Elliot finish it off with a blue lullaby?
Good night.
No, he's a failure. Failure! Ooh, she's getting kind of... Oh, what?
We did it.
Nope, we won anyway. Alright. I guess it got poisoned? I don't know. I wasn't paying attention enough, I guess. But Elisa and Laura both did level up. And we got
Nicely
a
done.
breath quartz as well.
I've only just.
Alright, so that's done. We defeated the monster. Do we have to hand that in or anything, or...? Yeah, it says short, so let's go hand that in. I'm just concerned we won't be able to. After we go to the Lunaria Park. Because it wasn't letting us go out here before. And the time is reduced to short. It was medium before. So let's make sure we get her done. Alright, so we gotta go to the mayor's house. Mayor's house or no, manager's house. Manager. Kind of like a mayor, but he just manages the market, I guess. Oh, I see you've taken care of that monster. I really can't thank you enough. I'll have to let those who use the highway regularly know right away. Of course, first comes your reward for a job well done. Here, take this. Yes! I feel kind of bad receiving this much. There is no need to. You definitely earned it. Apologies for leaving all the work to you, but good luck with the investigation too. Excellent. So we can actually upgrade our weapons then, because we needed those U materials. So let's go to the Orbital Factory and get our weapons upgraded. Kind of miss our other classmates though, but we're almost done with this field study, I think. We just have to do this investigation thing, which is probably just going to be a dungeon, I'm assuming, and then we'll probably head back. We were going to... wait, did I not go to... customize weapon. Here we go. So, whose do we want to customize? Definitely Laura's. Okay. Okay, so let's see what we got here. I hope I didn't, like, just do something really dumb here. Let's find out. I did do something dumb. Because the weapons we have equipped are better. Oh my god, why am I a fool? Grumble, grumble, grumble. Okay, so I should not have done that because the weapons we have are better. Wow. Okay. Do you know what? We're going to take a break here. Next time we'll head on over to the park, see if we can find out how involved the guard actually is in all of this plot, and try to get this all solved. So as always, thanks for watching, and until next time.